Welcome back to the channel. I'm the Vegas Ranger, and today's video is a review of my Honda 2024 CRF450RL. I'm going to show you everything that I did to the bike, all the upgrades I made, and probably the two most important upgrades you need to do if you get this bike. All right, first thing you need to do when you get this bike is a new seat. This is a Seat Concepts seat. It's wider, it's more comfortable, so get yourself a new seat. All right, upgrade number 2 is a bigger tank. If you're going to be doing something like a BDR, or you're going to be riding a couple hundred miles, you're going to need that bigger tank. This is an IMS tank, and it only holds 3 gallons. It's a gallon more than the stock 2-gallon tank. So those are my 2 mandatory upgrades for the CRF450RL. Now let me show you what else I did. Let's start with the front. This is a Adventure Spec Rally Tower. I got my Garmin GPS hooked up to this, hooked up to the ignition. Also put in, you might not be able to see it back there, but this is a USB port so I can charge my phone, my batteries, whatever I need. Let's come down the line. This is a giant loop handlebar bag, holds my registration, flashlight, charging cables, and lip balm. Also went with, these aren't double take, but they're like double take. They were a cheaper version on Amazon. I did get the shorty clamps for them because I just didn't like the look of the large clamp sticking out. I wanted something more sleek. And then hand guards, I went with the Zeta hand guards, only because Zeta is the only one that I could find that instead of this hooking up to the handlebar, this actually hooks up to the triple tree. I wrecked on the trail and this cracked, and I put some plastic Bondo on there, and it seems to be holding up. Also, I have the G2 throttle. I also put grip puppies on here because the bike does vibrate a lot. All right, let's move down the line. The next upgrade I did is not mandatory. You don't have to do this. Like I said, the bike is more than capable of handling any situation. The bike has a lot of power. It's fast, but I wanted a little more. And I got the Vortex ECU with the FMF Q4 exhaust and header. And I got it as a combo on a website called CRFs Only. They're not sponsoring the video. I'm just letting you know because it was a great deal. It was like $14.69 for both as a combo. And the good thing about it is no tax. They didn't charge me any tax. The company's out of California. I live in Nevada, and no tax on $1,500 was awesome deal to me. The Vortex ECU blew me away. It's 20 to 25% more horsepower. Stock, this is a race motor, so it's on and off. Okay, you're either, the gas is either on or it's off. When you downshift, kind of throws you forward, but with the Vortex ECU, it smoothed everything out. It's 100% better when it comes to the throttle response and downshifting. If you can do it, I give my thumbs up to the Vortex ECU. All right, next thing I did is I added these radiator braces. The radiator kind of sticks out, so if you drop your bike, last thing you want on the trail is a leaking radiator, because that's going to leave you stranded. So I got these braces, and it came in handy. Like I said, if you watch one of my videos when I did the BDR, Nevada BDR section 1, I actually dropped my bike 2 or 3 times on the trail, and those held up real nice. Another thing I did is I did the smog delete. I got rid of all that California stuff. I kept the thermostat. I just got rid of the carbon canister, the vapor canister, and plugged up all those hoses. As you can see, that's where the carbon canister went and the vapor canister went, and a bunch of other hoses. So it's nice and clear it out in there. I got the smog delete kit from Takomoto. It's a great kit. It's about $100. I got a rear brake master cylinder guard from Works Connection. Moving down here, I got the Tusk rear disc rotor guard along with the caliper guard. That's brand new. I just put that on. All right, also I got for storage on the trail, I got my giant loop Mojave bag, carry just my bunch of important tools in there. Those are all the upgrades I did. Like I said, the most important upgrade you want to do if you get this bike is number 1, the seat, and number 2, a bigger gas tank. All right, I hope you enjoyed it. You got any questions about the upgrades I did? I'm doing testing on the Vortex ECU. I'm trying out all the maps and seeing how they perform. If you haven't already done so, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and help me get to 10,000 subscribers. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll answer them. All right, we'll see you on the next video.